Paul, your reflection on those 4 days, please.
Look, again, in many ways, I think this 4 days sums up our 6 rounds of the county championship really well. You know, we've scored our runs first innings, we've bowled really well first innings, we've caught really well first innings, we've taken our chances. I think we missed 1 chance in that first innings, and then second innings we're just not able to finish teams off, and that's been the nature of our story really this year. I think we've made really good progress as a team, and as I say, we've got a lot of bonus points which shows that we're doing things right in the first innings, but we're just not quite good enough, we're not quite clinical enough in the second part of the game, and there's been so many Sundays that we've gone into where we've got a great chance of winning the game and we've just not been able to do it, and that's been a consistent theme through our championship cricket this year.
And we're second in the league table. We've won 1, but we've drawn 5. How do we go about converting those wins and getting over the line? I know you're someone who talks about winning, but we aren't in a position really to lose these games, but we're not really getting over the line either.
No, we're not getting over the line, and that's because we've not been quite good enough to get over the line. And it's, you know, we can moan about the weather in 3 or 4 of the games, but actually it's down to us. So forget the weather, forget the rain, forget the fact that we couldn't get on, you know, the odd day here and there. What we've got to look at is why are we not taking 20 wickets? Why are we not creating the chances? When we create the chances, we're not taking the chances, and that's something we've got to get better at. So, you know, we've just had a very honest conversation in the change room about the next few weeks is about making sure that you're really honest with where your game's at, what areas you need to improve, and every single one of us. That's not just players, that's me as well, coaching staff, every one of us. You know, is our practice good enough? Is our preparation good enough? Are we doing everything we can to make sure that we're continuing to create the opportunities to take 20 wickets, but then when we get the opportunity, are we actually taking the opportunities? And as I say, I think we've made really good progress, but I'm frustrated and disappointed. I'm not going to accept, you know, and just sit back and say, oh well, we're in second place, we're doing right, because I think there's 2 or 3 games in particular that have got away from us where we could be in so much better position, but it's not to be. So all we can do is keep working hard, and as I say, keep practicing really well, keep being honest in our conversations, and making sure that players are learning quickly, and then we're giving ourselves the best chance to win games.
And Steve Smith, just a quick word on him. He was here for 3 games, obviously. He got his runs, but how big of an impact has he had on this squad? I know James Coles, he had a massive score and he batted a long time with him. How much can those experiences help our players?
Yeah, look, Steve has been outstanding. I mean, you know, we could look back and say, in those 3 games that Steve has played, if we'd had Nathan McAndrew, we might have won 1 or 2 games. For me, the bigger picture is what was Steve Smith able to bring to the club, the excitement he caused around the club, the excitement he caused around county cricket, you know, and we've all benefited from that. But also our change room and our practice area, our players have had the opportunity to work with one of the best players to ever play the game, you know, and you know, the learnings that they've had from him in terms of how he prepares, how he practices, how he thinks about the game, how he talks about the game, and they've had a chance to just absolutely pick his brains. He's been a really popular member of the team. He's joined in everything that we've done. You know, there's no big time Charlie about him. He is a proper, normal, down to earth bloke who just enjoys and loves playing the game of cricket. And all of our players in the dressing room, whether that's young or old, have really enjoyed him. And you know, we've just said to him now, if ever he wants to come back, he'd be most welcome. You know, yes, we'd love to score double hundred after double hundred, and you know, win every game. But that part of the reason for having him was that we wanted him to help with the, you know, the culture that we're trying to create in our dressing room, the expectation to win games, and to have people who are genuine winners in your dressing room doesn't come along very often. So when you get the opportunity, then, you know, I just think it's something that absolutely it was the right decision, and at the end of it, it's still the right decision, and I'm really pleased we did it. And as I say, I think a lot of people have benefited in and around this club, not just in the dressing room, but around the club generally.
And then finally, just a quick word on T20s, because we start on Friday against Somerset. Obviously the focus has been on the championship, but there's been a lot of preparations behind the scenes. Where are the team at ahead of that game on Friday? Yeah,
look, we had a really good T20 meeting back on the 1st of May, and we had the whole squad, all the coaching staff involved, and it was a brilliant meeting. We were very clear on how we're looking to play T20 cricket. Ravi Bopara, Tymal Mills have driven that, and they've driven the energy in the second team over the last few weeks. And we've had a few weeks of second team cricket to do that. We've got a whole week this week where, you know, we've got 2 games Tuesday, Wednesday, where we'll be putting, you know, pretty much all the players will be playing in those 2 games. Horsham will have pretty much a first team playing against Essex on Wednesday, but there's also practice here Monday through to Thursday for those not playing in those games. So everyone has got an opportunity to work at their game and be ready come Friday. So look, I'm very much about playing a really positive way in terms of T20 cricket. It's the only way I know how to play, and that's what I'm hoping that as a team we can replicate. And certainly in Ty and Ravi, we've got two unbelievably experienced cricketers who, they know T20 cricket inside out, and they're just going to be, I think they'll be fantastic for this team. And they're excited as well. You can tell from their preparation that they're looking forward to getting stuck in on Friday, and hopefully we've got a full house here on Friday against Somerset and we get off to a good start.